Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. Let me just set my stream for the moderation. Give me 1 second. I'm just checking real quick, but this is basically a chill stream plus music talk. And don't mind me not talking too much, I'm just eating. I needed to eat some dinner for tonight. Hello, Chase Hedges 67. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. I did have to put it on subscribers only mode, just so no trolls come in and start problems. So yeah, um, the stream I'm wanting to do for you guys tonight is about the new albums that are coming out for this Friday. As you can tell, I've already recorded 3 Days Grace Alienation and Deftones Private Music. And the reason why I recorded it early is because I found it on Sunday night. I listened to 3 Days Grace first. I'm not going to spoil how all the songs, but I'm going to tell you you're going to be in for a really good record. That's all I'll say. Because I have quite a bit of favorites on that record. Hey, what's up, Diana? Welcome to the stream. Sorry, my throat is a little scratchy. I'm just trying to eat right now. But this is a chill stream. This is basically to talk about music and all that. And I'm going to continue watching more movies during the weekend, I think. I gotta see what I'm doing this weekend, though. Because I don't know. But I'll try to find time in my downtime to watch some more movies. At least got a Working Man done. Hey, what's up, OJ? Welcome to the stream. Sorry if I'm not talking right now. Just chewing my food. Oh, not much. Just been chilling, and I had to do some outside work today. Not like my job work, but like at home outside work, like cleaning the gutters and all that stuff. It was a pain in the butt. At least that section's done for outside work. But yeah. The stream tonight is about the new 3 Days Grace Alienation album and Deftones Private Music album that was leaked. It was leaked on Sunday night or close to Monday. I think that's when I found it. I will say those records are really good. You're in for a really interesting record for 3 Days Grace Alienation. And Deftones Private Music was blew me out of the water. Meaning it was really good. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I always do too. It helps my mood, helps me de stress. I'll keep talking in a second. I'm just eating some French fries. I'm almost done, by the way. But yeah, there's not really much I got to talk about in this stream. The last stream was about the whole Brad Taste of Music thing. But this one, I did promise you guys this was going to be a chill stream. Plus music talk. Plus, I'm going to add movie talk too to one of my streams too. I will say that the first quarter of 2025 movies are almost done on my list. Yeah, it's just a chill stream. Nothing much. Just, I've been. This whole week has just been not so bad, but had my mom's birthday pass this past Sunday. So it was nice. Didn't do much. We just hung out at home. Took her out to eat for a moment for that day and then figured out what to do after. Now my birthday's coming up next month. So there's a lot going on in my life too. Along with just me reviewing some new music. I know September's going to be packed with, for September 12th, is going to be the busiest time for me because there's like 8 or 9 albums I'm going to be reviewing on that day that I'm interested in. So yeah, I also was trying to sell some stuff on Facebook Marketplace too, so just get some extra money throughout the week. Money's tight for everyone lately. All right, I can say. Oh, thank you, Diana. I appreciate it. Yeah, she had a good birthday. It went by pretty fast, but it was a good birthday for her. I believe so. Like I said, we just went out to eat and then brought it home and ate it at home and just relaxed. There wasn't really much we could afford. It was just. I'm planning on getting another job very soon, as long as it works out. Because the one I have right now, it's not really working out. And I'm just having to wait to get paid. And it's like, are you kidding me? So it's just frustrating when you need the money at the time and then you don't expect it until you get it the next day, and it's like, yeah, that's not a job I want to keep. I mean, I do get paid. It just takes a little bit. And honestly, I'm just at the point where I'm gonna start looking for other jobs, and I found one, but it depends on if it gets set up and it works out. We'll just see what happens with that. I know I reviewed We Came as Romans' new track today, One by One. I will say it was on my old phone, this phone that I'm using to stream for you guys tonight. But basically the camera quality and the audio quality wasn't the best, but it was solid. You could still hear me. It just was kind of like, I don't know. It just didn't really sound great when I listened to it. So, yeah. Like I said, it's just a chill stream. Nothing really is going to be happening in the stream. Like I said, I listened to the 3 Days Grace Alienation record. I will say the songs I would say are going to be people's personal favorites are going to be In Waves, and Cold Blood. When is your birthday? September 23rd. To answer your question. Still another month away, but it's coming up pretty soon. But yeah, I am gonna finish One Piece, the show, the season 4, of course. I'm not gonna finish the whole show. It's gonna take a while. I'm at episode 107, I think. I think that's where I'm at. And then the whole season 4 consists from episode 92 or something like that to 130 to episode 130. So that's like almost 40 episodes to watch through. And I'm like, damn. I'm in for quite a long season. But it's the Alabasta season overall. And I've been enjoying it. The Battle of Alabasta. It's been pretty interesting. But overall, I think that when I watch the rest of it, which I think I'm going to be watching it very soon. What do you think of 3 Days Grace? So, new songs. They were pretty good. With the last track was an epic closer. I can tell you that much. Another Relapse was pretty strong. I might as well just say what I can tell you. I've listened to 3 Days Grace's record 5 times now, and I will say that it is enjoyable. I mean, granted, when I did the Deftones private music album review, I did say I got a little tiresome of listening to it over and over, but honestly, going back to it, it's not a bad listen. It's a very good listen. And then when you get to the Deftones album, that's another really good listen too. So we're gonna have quite a bit of great music this upcoming Friday. The next release is, I know Ava Max has an album coming out Friday, August 22nd with Don't Click Play. And then Trying to see who's after that, because I know there's quite a bit. I like Deftones. Oh yeah, Deftones did put out a really good record, so you're going to be in for quite a good album. For the one time it went for, I was impressed. I was very impressed. Sierra is dropping a album, CC, so I'll check that out, I guess. I don't know. Earl Sweatshirt? Huh. Ava Max is not bad. That's understandable. Kid Cudi, Laffy is another artist. But I don't know. I probably skip Laffy's new album. I don't know. I just don't know if it's my cup of tea. We Came as Romans is dropping their new album, All Is Beautiful Because We're Doomed. I know they just dropped a new single. They dropped it today, and I did review it. And like I said, the audio quality in that review wasn't the best audio quality. But overall, yeah, that's so. The final band I'll review for an album will be The World Is a Beautiful Place and I Am No Longer Afraid to Die. Yeah, I'll review the record, but I don't know what I'm going to think of it is the big question. Do you like the Love Is Like album or not? I was very mixed with it. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. If you watched my review, I gave it a 6 out of 10. That's kind of meh. I'm just in the middle with that record. Sorry, Diana. It's just when it comes to Maroon 5, I don't really listen to them all that much anymore because I'm just not a huge fan like I used to be. When I used to listen to Maroon 5 was back up until Hands All Over, and then I guess Overexposed was a solid record. I would say listening to the other records from Maroon 5, I would say Geordie is their worst. And after that, it'd be. I like the old Maroon 5. Yeah, I hear you, LJ. The old Maroon 5 is usually the best. That's the way to go. But I think after. I know 21 Pilots dropped a new single this week, Drum Show, which I hope you enjoyed my review for it. I was impressed with it. I wouldn't say this way Tyler was singing it. It did sound a little odd to me because I wasn't sure if I was going to be on board with that track. But after listening to it a few more times, yeah, I hear you. Sugar is not the best song. It just, I don't know. I just didn't see the big appeal with that track. But overall, everything else was just eh. I know Lorna Shore has a new record coming out on September 12th. I'm very excited for that. Um, it's just afterwards. I don't think there's going to be a lot of great albums. There's going to be some really good albums during the fall. I can tell you that much. So we're in for quite a big treat for fall of 2025. We're already getting the start of the new albums already. All right, Titan. But yeah, I don't plan on making this stream very long because I got some other priorities to get to the rest of the night, like taking my dog out for a walk. So I gotta take her for a walk in a little bit. I don't know how long I'll be streaming, but we'll just see where I go from there. I'll try for an hour, but I'll let you know what happens. If I have to cut it short, I'll cut it short pretty soon. But I'll let you know. But yeah, I know All Time Low has a new record in October coming out. Everyone's talking. I hope that record does well. I think All Time Low is very underrated. And I know a lot of people say that All Time Low there's a lot of controversy behind them because of they're claiming the guitarist is accused of sexual assault, which I think is a load of bull. Because where's your proof behind it? Because if you have no proof, then it's just allegations and assumptions. It's innocent before proven guilty, or until proven guilty, or before proven guilty, or something like that. I don't know. But give me a second. Sorry about that, guys. So my cat wanted in my room and was scratching at my door. Come on. Hey, silly. Let's go. But yeah. Like I said, the fall of 2025 is going to be packed with a lot of music that I'm very excited for. And then I think in 2026 we'll have Alter Bridge with a new album in January. And then from there, I honestly don't know what's going to happen in 2026 for my channel, but I'll keep it going and keep it going for you guys. But if YouTube starts changing policies and all that and tries to say we have to use an ID to start uploading videos or some kind of form of identification, and then YouTube's kind of going to lose a lot of people that are going to be on this platform. And they'll move on to another platform, which would most likely be TikTok or Rumble. It just depends on the person if they want to. Yeah, it really is. But I found out that the policy for the identification thing, it's now going to be, it's only in the UK. I was just informed about that by a friend of mine. And I was like, oh, thank God. Because if they do it in the US, it's considered doxing. It's still considered doxing to anyone that doesn't want to reveal their personal information. Because that's their business. It's their obligation to, and their right to keep that private. And YouTube's trying to take away that shit. That's not cool. So, honestly, it gets tiresome having to deal with the bullshit on YouTube lately. And this is where we're gonna get into drama a little bit, but not too much. I'm not gonna continuously talk about it a lot. But I will say that someone wanted to talk to me recently. I did a YouTube video about it. But I have a little more I wanted to say on that matter in this stream. I will say to that Umbrella Robster 97 person, oh no, some drama is happening. Just a little, not too much. But the rest is gonna be chill, of course. So sorry, OJ. Just a little. So, what I had a problem with was he's trying to latch on to people that don't want anything to do with him anymore. Like, I'm trying to do my thing. I'm trying to move on from my channel. But he wants to say, let's talk, and I'm like, what do we have to talk about? There's nothing to talk about anymore. You blew it with me. So I gave you so many chances, and you say, oh, I gave you 6, 7 chances. It's like, no. I gave you 3. That's usually 3 strikes and you're out. I gave you too many chances. And that's how I go about it with people. I give them 3 chances. Technically, I should give them 2, and then if I don't really like what they're doing, I cut them off. But honestly, I'm just a little tired of it now. It's like when you want to move forward for your channel, and then something's holding you back. It's like a parasite that just doesn't go away. So, it's a shame, but he's gonna make his own mistakes, and he's on his own now. So, in closing, Umbrella Robster 97 needs to move on from me. I'll do the same with him, too. The end. Now let's talk about music. Okay, so yeah, there's the Ava Max album, the We Came as Romans record, and then afterwards, after that, I think it's like Kid Cudi Free with his new record. So I'm interested to see what happens with the new Kid Cudi record, to hear what I think of it. But I don't know. I didn't listen to the singles, so I'm gonna be in for a surprise come Friday, Thursday or Friday, whenever I get a chance to listen to it, if I can find it. But yeah, I don't know. I think next week is gonna be very uh, much less records to listen to. There's the Sabrina Carpenter album, Man's Best Friend. Anything else is coming out? Not for this week. I know we're gonna have a new Dayseeker single, Shapeshift, or something like that. So that's gonna be their 3rd single, and I'm excited for it. But as long as you don't spoil the record too much, they better at least drop 3 or 4 singles, and then we should just get the record after that. They should not drop the next single till like October. Like early, mid-October, somewhere around there. But overall, yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of other albums coming out. I think we're getting a new Devil Wears Prada single tomorrow. and we probably will have an album coming out. Okay, so Trivium is dropping a record, an extended play. It's a short record. It's only 3 songs on October 31st. Sigrid, Mammoth, The End. No, I'm not interested in country. Sabaton Legends. I might check it out, but I don't know. I'm trying to see who else. Oh God, not Sabrina Carpenter. Yeah, she's dropping a record next week, August 29th. Yellow Card Better Days, October 10th. I think we're gonna have Incubus with a new album too. But we'll just wait and see what happens. I know AFI is dropping a record. And get this, Taylor Swift just announced an album. Oh boy. The sarcasm in my voice is so appealing because it's just like, did we really fucking need another Taylor Swift record? The Life of a Showgirl. I think Taylor Swift needs a break. She has needed a break for a while. She has been dropping so many fucking albums lately. The last record was horrendous. Even though people said, oh, it's the best thing ever. Oh God, Taylor Swift. Yeah, I know. She's dropping an album October 3rd. I'm not excited. I'll listen to it, but I know I'm gonna hate it. I know for a fact I will dislike it. So yeah. blah 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 blah. I'm trying to see who else. So Blackpink is dropping a record in November. So I know what to expect with that. AFI is dropping their new album October 3rd. Silver Bleeds the Black Sun. So can't wait to listen to that, as long as it does very well. Thrice is dropping their new record, Horizons West. And after that, Dayseeker for Creature in the Black Night, October 24th. Um, so Sigrid's dropping a record. There's always more that I could say. Taylor Swift overrated. Yeah, I agree, Diana. She kind of is as of lately. Caskets is dropping a record November 7th. I will review that. Of Mice and Men, Another Miracle, November 14th. Zac Brown Band, pass. After that, that's, I don't know. I don't think we're gonna get more announcements. The one thing they need to announce is a fucking Breaking Benjamin record. You will see my Reason Why episode on that on the 31st. It is the final episode. And I hope you will enjoy it because it's the last one for the season. And then, yeah, that's basically it. For movies, I will have a little special stream coming out probably next week about that. I'm sorry if I'm a little tired. It's been a day. I was working out in the heat today. Oh, I know. And it's ridiculous. It's just Breaking Benjamin definitely is overdue. And I don't know why they're stopping the train tracks and saying, oh, well, we gotta wait and all that. It's like, I know you gotta wait to make sure the album's perfect and all that. Yeah, I know. I kind of get what you were saying there, OJ. So, honestly, I'm just so disappointed that it's taken so long just to drop a fucking album. I don't hate Taylor Swift. I do think she's a nice person. I just think she needs a break from making material for a while. She's overworked herself so much. She's definitely due for quite a long break from music. Maybe like a couple years. 3 years at best, maybe 4. Just to give her some time to live her own life because I think after this record, I think she needs that break. Because it's like she's saying, oh, music is my escape. Oh, music is how I get through it. Yeah, that's fine and all, but it's just, aren't you tired of writing material? Like I said, I don't hate Taylor Swift. I just think she needs an indefinite hiatus for a little bit. So that's just my opinion. But other than that, for movies, yeah, there will be a stream about best and worst, best to worst movies of 2025 so far that I've watched. The next movie is The Woman in the Yards that I'm gonna watch. Do you like One Direction? I used to. I'm not like someone that's an avid fan, but I didn't mind them for the time. Like they started getting better later on, but their earlier work was a little cheesy. The one person I don't like is Zayn, and I have my reasons behind that. You can go check out older videos of mine of that, but I had a lot of people shitting on me over the Zayn album, his last album from 2024 or something like that. It was something like that. Hey, what's up, Josue? Uh, yeah, you didn't miss much. I just talking about music. I mean, I mentioned a little drama for just a minute and a half or two, but that was. I know Liam Payne died. Yeah, that was sad. That was very sad. Um, I think he was going through a lot, and I think something pushed him over the edge, unfortunately. So may he rest in peace. About who? Oh, Umbrella Rapster 97. That's it. I only mentioned it shortly, and that's all I was going to mention. I just don't think it's worth talking about too much because I don't want any trolls coming after my channel and attacking it for no apparent reason. But that's all I was talking about. I was making it brief. So, yeah. I hope you guys are doing well tonight because I'm doing pretty solid. What do you think of now? Morning. Warren and Harry Styles. I think solo career-wise, they're good artists. Louis Tomlinson has good material. What did he do this time, if you can say briefly? No, he tried mentioning me, saying, let's talk. I'm like, what do we have to talk about? And that's where it got into where I made that video a day or two ago, saying that I'm moving on from you. That was it. No, I made it brief. At the end of the day, everyone's gonna go their own YouTube route and direction they want to go in. For me, I'm staying clear away from people who like to interject with drama. And that individual liked to interject with drama a lot. So, moving on from that. I don't want to make the stream about drama too much. I just wanted to mention it to Josue really quickly on what was going on with that. But yeah, Niall Horan and Harry Styles do have good solo material for sure. Niall Horan, for example, yeah, he does. So, hey, what's up, Eddie Stewie? I'm gonna watch the Larry stream with Dragon. I watched a little snippet, but it was kind of so. Yeah, I watched a little snippet of that, but then I just kind of distanced myself from that stream because it's like, why does this involve me? Why is it that someone wants to get me involved in their problems too? Hey, what's up, Prison Metaler? Welcome to the stream. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, the new albums I'm excited for. Yes, 3 Days Grace. I did listen to that. Deftones, I listened to that already. I think I listened to the Deftones album twice already. But it's pretty unique of a record. I didn't know they brought you up. No, just Umbrella did. That was it. That's all that happened. And I was kind of like, dude, I'm moving on from you. You need to do the same. At the end of the day, everyone's got an opinion. And I know I need to respect people's opinions, even if they talk shit about me. It's their choice. It's nothing personal. I heard the new Deftones. It was good, but I think Ohms is better. Yeah, it really is. Ohms was better. I would say the new Deftones record was very good, but I would say Ohms was probably their strongest release in their discography. Me, it was like 10 out of 10 material. But other than that, yeah. And then We Came as Romans is dropping their new album, so I'm excited for that because I do like Dave Stevens' screaming and singing potential. I think they did bring in a new lead singer that does do a really good job on. Oh yeah, that was a good record. Prison Metaler. I did listen to I think it was the 20th anniversary of that record from 2020 or 2021, somewhere around then. But it was pretty good too. But I still listen to the older White Pony album, which was strong. Gore was not one of their best, but Kono Yokin was a pretty strong one. I believe was the album's name. I can't remember. You might have to re-educate me on that, but I remember Diamond Eyes was a strong one too. Around the Fur was a pretty good one. I don't know. They have some good ones. They have some weak ones, but I would say their newest materials, their more mature sound, but it sounds really good in a very well executed way. Konoyoken. Yes, I was right. And their third would be Around the Fur. Yeah, I remember. Um, because I remember listening to Deftones' material, and I was really impressed with their uh, discography. I think Chino Marino's singing potential was really good too, and his screaming moments too are very strong. But yeah, this Private Music album was a complete surprise. When we got the announcement last month, I was like, oh yeah. I was like, yeah, finally, Deftones. I'm like, we back? I'm just kidding. Uh, but yeah, it just. Yeah, this year has really surprised me. Gore is their worst. It's not a bad album, but there's a lot of filler. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, Prism Miller. There was a bit of filler. But yeah, just I haven't really been doing much. What do you think of New Linkin Park? I enjoy it, but I know there's going to be some opinions about what they think other people think about the new Linkin Park. Some people like it, some people dislike it. Me, I like it, but I do prefer the old Linkin Park from when they started from the ground up to where they're at now. But I think they should have stuck with the legacy albums because I don't know. It still sounds good with Emily Armstrong singing, but it's just I think she's more good at doing regular vocals than screaming vocals. She's not bad, but I think she needs a little more training in the screaming scene of uh, vocal tone and all that with her vocals. So, other than that, the new Linkin Park is pretty strong. At least it's the new album wasn't as bad as One More Light. Unfortunately, it was Chester's last album with the band. I still don't like the idea of having a female vocal. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, Prism Alert. I don't mind it. I have everyone's got a right to their opinion, and that's fine. I respect it. But I think with the new Linkin Park, I think they tried to go with something like they did with their old style, with the rock stuff from back in the day. That's what they were trying to do, other than having someone sound the same. True. Oh yeah, they were. Um, because every time when I listened to Linkin Park from back in the day, I was my favorite record that still holds up is The Hunting Party, and it's still my favorite. The new album's pretty good too, but it's not like the best thing they put out, if you get what I mean. I like it, but I do have a few critiques with some of From Zero. And the deluxe edition was pretty strong too, except for couple tracks. So, yeah, it's just iffy with me for Linkin Park. There's some good, some bad, but there's also, oh yeah, definitely. Periphery is a good band too. I do enjoy Periphery. Gent is not a genre of something. Five Gent is not a genre or something like that. Hybrid Theory is my favorite. Oh yeah, that's gonna go down as a classics to this day. It still is a classic. It's something. I think the old Linkin Park is usually going to be the best. It's always going to be the best. The new one is trying to bring in a new chapter for Linkin Park, trying to sound not as the same, but trying to go their own direction on what they want to do for the rest of their career. I know they're probably going to make another record. It's no doubt about it. They're going to make another album in the next year or two. I'm The new Linkin Park is fine, but the old Linkin Park is better. That that I can agree with. Um, it's just a very debatable topic because I know a lot of people just don't really like the new Linkin Park because it's not Chester, and I completely understand that. I I didn't think I was gonna like the new Linkin Park with Emily Armstrong, but then when I found out that she was Scientologists and other crap like that, and it's like, oh my god. It's like, oh great, here we go. So, other than that, I just think Linkin Park just does what they want to do. I know they're not trying to be a legacy band and trying to rip off old songs of theirs. Yeah, I do agree. One More Light was not the best Linkin Park album. It's pretty much their worst. And I mean, the songs they did with Chester on the One More Light record, they were supposed to be personal songs, but the one thing I didn't like was Halfway Right. I was like, what the fuck is this shit? And the woke up driving my car kind of stuff like that. Just One More Light song is a good song. It's a sad song too. Yeah, it is a really good song. It's just a song for Chester telling his fans goodbye. And it was really sad when he passed and all that. Still sad to this day. May he rest in peace. And Chester's still missed to this day and still loved to this day. He had a lot of fans uh, that really cared for him. A lot of people that cared for him. And I just think there was a lot of stuff going on with him internally. And yes, I don't mind Coldplay's older material. I don't like the new Coldplay. If you think of Heavy, oh god, we don't talk about Heavy. I mean, yeah, this song is meant to be about Chester's mental health and all that, but I think the song was a little too cheesy and cringy. So, other than that, like I said, I think that Coldplay went downhill. Oh, definitely. They really did. Their last best record the last good album I enjoyed from Coldplay was Ghost Stories. After that, no. I just threw my Coldplay fan card out in the trash and said, fuck this band. It's like they're not they're just gonna do what they want, and I'm just not a fan of their new material. I mean, the last album wasn't the worst, but it wasn't the best. And same with In Flames butt rock material in the 2010s. I still like In Flames, but I can understand where you're coming from, Prison Meddler. Well, I know Anders Frieden has different vocals with his overall singing potential, but I think with uh, how In Flames came out to be in their early days, I know their earlier material was their best. Still goes down as the best, but your newer material is more experimental, but in a good way, in my opinion, where I feel it works. But it's debatable topic and an agree to disagree kind of thing, and I can totally understand if you don't agree. Um, uh, Everyone's got a right to their opinion, like I said, and I respect everyone's opinion as long as they can respect mine. That's all I ask. Um, but yeah, I've been streaming almost an hour now. I guess I kind of did make it longer than I thought. I thought I was gonna have to end it a little early. But yeah, I'll stay on for another 10 minutes and I'm gonna wrap up. Probably around the hour and 10 minutes. Opinion on Bullet for my Valentine. I still enjoyed them. I mean, they're. I don't know why people thought Gravity was their worst record. Me, I can understand why they thought it was their worst record, but it really wasn't. With Gravity, Letting You Go was a song I really enjoyed. Um, I really enjoyed Not Dead Yet. It wasn't the best song, but it was kind of more radio friendly. But after that, Breathe Underwater was my personal favorite track from Bullet. And their last record was really strong. They're self-titled. So I don't know what they're going to do for their upcoming record. I have a feeling we're going to get the new Bullet album in early 2026. Like March or April. I don't think we're going to get a Bullet album in 2025. I don't see it happening. And even if we don't get a Breaking Benjamin album in 2025, they better at least put it out in 2026. Or me gonna be so pissed and give up on them and say, fuck this. It's like, I'm not gonna waste my time pussyfooting around expecting a record when it's not happening. So, it's a no. It's like, I'm not trying to be mean, but I just think they gotta kind of pick up the pace a little and figure out what they want to do for this new album. Do they want to release it or do they want to wait? I have to agree, Gravity. Um, I I wouldn't say I agree with Gravity being their worst. I would say there's some songs on there that are hit or miss. But I know a lot of people don't like the album. But I would say, do you like Freddie Mercury solo music? Never listened to it, but I'll check it out. That's something that's going to be on my radar eventually. I'll have to check it out. So yeah, um, with the Gravity album by Bullet, yeah. Oh yeah, that was a good record. Fever was my favorite, but I know I would say my least favorite record was Temper Temper. I know they were trying to do something interesting with that, but I felt Riot was the worst fucking track on that record. And there were some other tracks like Not Invincible that wasn't the best song. But yeah, it's just you're gonna have your hits and misses with some bands' material. But yeah, their original record, what was it? The Poison. Their first album was really good. Their second was really good too, but their third was the best. And then after that, they went in the more experimental direction. And it works, and then there's some albums that don't work. But with their self-titled album in 2022, that 2021, 2022, they dropped it in 2021, the self-titled album for the regular edition, but they didn't drop the deluxe till 2022. And overall, I think Bullet for My Valentine's I'm gonna say 2022 record, because we didn't get the full album till like later on in 2022. So yeah, their self-titled was their strongest. I didn't like Temper Temper either. Yeah, I do agree with that, because it wasn't their best work. It sounded cheesy. The song writing was not very good, and overall, the only song I would say, "Prisoner of War," was my favorite one. "Pow" was the only track I really liked on that record. "Truth Hurts" was kind of eh. It was alright, but not great. The title track is the really cringiest track to get through. Temper Temper was a bad album. Yeah. It was kind of a mess. But I think Venom actually brought them back to a better standing a little bit, but not the best material, but not the worst. Oh yeah, that was a letdown. That was just going nowhere. That track. It was like 5.5 minutes of nothingness. So that's what I was disappointed with Bullet on that record. And overall, I just think if they want to do Venom wasn't good either, but it's better than Temper Temper. Eh, yeah, I hear you. I don't agree that Venom was the worst thing they put out, but I would say it's fairly average. Decent or average, it's somewhere around that range. Yeah, my nose is getting to me. Frickin' allergies. It is allergy season. And overall, I just, like I said, I'm just trying to move on from my channel to do better. And all I can say is that every day is one day at a time. Treat every day like it's a new day to you. And it usually is. So, yeah, but I don't know. Trying to think of other bands. I know Dance Gavin Dance has a new record coming out. You know a lot of music. Oh yeah, I do. Mostly in the rock scene and the metal scene. Venom, I would probably give it a 2.5 out of 5. Uh, that's alright, I guess. It's like you said, it's not the best, it's not the worst. It's just So I would say Venom. For me, Venom's like a 3.5 out of 5. For me, at least. Because there were some songs I did enjoy from that record. And then there were some other tracks that I thought were kind of hit or misses. But everyone's got a right to their opinion, and that's fine. So, yeah. There's not really much else I gotta say in this stream. Temper would be a 1.5 out of 5. Maybe towards a 2. Okay. That's understandable. Me, Temper's like a 1.75 out of 5. Probably not even a 2. Probably the rating you gave it, Present Metaler. I don't know, it's just I wasn't a fan of Temper. It was probably their worst record to date. After that, Gravity. Yeah, Gravity wasn't the best thing they put out, but it wasn't the worst thing they've ever done. So, yeah, I think if Bullet wants to try to do good with this new record, they gotta have some heavy shit. And I know the last record had heavy shit. I don't mind experimentation from time to time, but at least have some heavy stuff with the experimentation. Oh, I like A Day to Remember, but I don't know. Their latest stuff hasn't been their best. They've been dropping a lot of dad rock, metalcore stuff lately. And the new record's not bad, but it's not the best thing they've put out. I have listened to Big Ol' Album Volume 1 a few times. And I will say Big Ol' Album Volume 1 is not the worst record they've put out. So, yeah, I just don't think Big Ol' Album Volume 1 is something to look back at as, oh, this is not. Do you like any DJ? DJ. I don't mind DJ. I said leaning towards it too, because I don't think it's like horrible or anything like that. Okay, that's understandable. But yeah, for DJ stuff, I don't mind it, but it depends on how it sounds. So if it has a catchy beat, I'll give it a shot and see what I think of it, as long as I can follow it. If I can't follow it, then I'm gonna have to pass. So yeah, we've been live for a little bit. I thought guess I had a lot more to talk about than I thought. But yeah, if you guys want, and I gave you guys the choice, the option, if you decide to, it's your choice if you want to do it. You can definitely go support the GoFundMe page. I'm going to be taking it down in September if I don't get any more donations, which I only got one this month. And after that, if I don't get any in September, it's going to go down at the end of September. But you can definitely go subscribe to or support the GoFundMe page. You can also subscribe to my channel if you're new to the channel, and also if you want to get the members only stuff. I will have more members only content coming out in September. I haven't been able to get around to any members only stuff because I've just been so busy with other stuff, catching up on movies and all that. And I will do classic album reviews again in due time. It's just right now I'm just trying to gradually get back to talking about the music I want to talk about and getting caught up with the movies I want to catch up on, and also watching One Piece too as well. So there's going to be a bit of things happening for the rest of the year for the channel. And just remember, now I'm going to set the later I like a Visi. Oh yeah. My favorite has to be S.G. Lewis and Calvin Harris. I have a couple that I like. Martin Garrix is pretty good too. So, yeah, in closing, I just want to say thank you guys for watching the stream. I'm going to wrap it up in just a moment. But definitely go support the GoFundMe page. It's on the link in the bio for my channel. You can go look at it under links and all that, and you'll see it. And also subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel. I appreciate you guys watching the stream tonight. I'll have another chill stream next week when I get around to it. I gotta see what my schedule's like for next week, because I don't know what I'm gonna be doing. And I'm also just seeing what I'm gonna be doing the rest of the weekend, going to the new week. Okay. Thanks for stopping by, Prism Meddler. I appreciate it. You have a good night. But until then, guys, I'm gonna wrap this up. I know I do longer streams, but I just don't feel that I necessarily need to, because I'm usually used to doing solo streams, and that's fine. Just to catch up with you guys, to let you know that I'm doing okay and that everything's going smoothly so far. I think. Alright, see you later, OJ. But until then, I'm gonna close it out by saying thank you so much for watching this stream tonight. And I will catch you guys in the next stream, which should be next week, depending on when I get around to it. And I was just mostly talking about the new music and the 3 Days Grace album, plus the Deftones record I listened to early. And yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Sorry that I keep repeating myself a bit. I'm gonna wrap it up, and I'll see you guys in next week's stream. Take care.